In this video we're going to talk about destructuring that was introduced in ES6. And first of all we're going to do one or two examples how we were dealing things before destructuring. So I'm just going to paste an employee which has name, age, job, and the job is another object that contains position, company, and salary. So let's see how we would print the details of this employee. So we would do something like function show employee details. Okay, and we would do something like console.log name employee.name console.age okay, and I'm gonna do a console log with all the information from the job description, job property. Okay. Actually, let's do job.company. And position. I'm gonna show you why this later. Position. Okay, so let's print. I'm gonna use here a node for this because it has, I'm using node 7 and it has most of the ES6 features introduced. Okay, so we do know, oh actually I'm not using this function, I'm not calling it. So let's call employees, show employee details. Okay, and I'm gonna run this now. Let's spread. This is Destructuring. So it shows name Daniel, age 32, company Software Inc., position software developer. And as you can see, you would use this employee.job.company. So let's do an example with using destructuring function. Showing this. Okay. So what you guys have to keep in mind, now I'm showing you the object destructuring because there's also array destructuring, which I'm gonna show you next in a couple of minutes just to finish this example. So we have this, and let's see how we would do this. So for example, to take properties out of the employee, actually doing a destructuring, taking parts of the employee, you just do var, because some of you guys maybe don't know what const is yet and you just jump to this video. So for example, if I want to take just the name from the employee, I would do something like this. I would just write name from employee, and what actually does, it takes the property from employee, this from employee, and transfer it in this variable. And I'm gonna do the same with age and job. So we can get rid of this, and I believe this is a little bit cleaner. So okay, I'm gonna do the structuring. I'm gonna do clear here, and I'm gonna run it again. So see, is the same result. So let's do a tricky thing, and for job description we're gonna destructure it again. So this is an object that has properties, so we can destructure it again. So we can take from it company and position, and we can do like this, and we can run this again. So basically, because job it's also an object, we can destructure it even more. Let's run this to make sure it works properly. So as you can see, the result is the same. But in practice, I never use this because I think it's a little bit tricky to remember. So sometimes I do something like this. Company and position from job, because I think it's a little bit more clear than the other way. So what I've shown you here is the object destructuring. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you next the array destructuring, which is also really nice. So basically, we're gonna do an array first. Not a really good name. Just gonna put some numbers in it. Okay, and what if, for example, you want to take the last element, or yeah, if you want to take the last element from the array, you could do something like this. Var, you open an array, you put rest. Actually, now that I'm thinking, maybe this one won't work. I think I tried it again, or you can do rest only with the previous ones, but we can try and have a look. We can always test. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna comment that out, and let's see if actually I'm gonna run this to see if it gives me it gives me an error. I'm not able to do rest, only like to do like this first and then rest like this, and we can do a console.log first, which it should log out 1. It's good to know. So it console log 1. You can destructure an array, and you can choose, for example, to take first, second, and basically what it does, it takes 1 and it assigns it to the variable first. It takes 4 and it assigns it to variable to second, and then we can console log out them. Let's see, and then the rest of the params, or the rest 5, 6, 10, and 0 are added in this rest variable, and it's gonna be an array. So I'm gonna console log that out just to show you guys. Okay, and let's run this. So we have, for the first variable, first variable we have 1, for the second we have 4, and for in this rest variable we actually destructuring, we take from the array anything what is not first or second position is going to be in an array. So yeah, basically that's it. With destructuring, you can take elements out of an array, and you can even build arrays like this. For example, we do var value 1 to 100, var value 2, let's say 300, and then we can do var array of values, Actually, I have so bad naming. Value 2. And what this is going to do is going to add an array of values with value 1 and 2. I'm going to comment this out so we can see the result. I'm going to copy a console log and array of values. I'm going to clear this. So as you can see, it creates an array. Okay, and that's it for destructuring. So you have to keep in mind there are two main destructurings. So you use it for objects like this, if you want to take parts of an object, and you can use it for arrays like this. One thing I didn't mention, which I think I should have when we did, I'm gonna comment this out. You're not obligated to keep this name. For example, here, when you want a destructure name, you can do 2 points and write first name. So you don't have to keep the same naming, but you have to declare it here that name is going to be from now on first name. So I'm going to run this so you can see we should get an error. Yes, we get an error of name because it doesn't exist. So we can write first name and now it should work. Let me clear this out. So it prints Daniel. So yeah, you can also change the name of this when you do the destructuring. You can also change the name of the variables. You don't have to do this, like to keep the same variable name like age or job. I hope I didn't forget anything. That's the most important things about destructuring, and mostly I use it for objects. It works really well, especially in React where you take the props out, but that's another discussion. So have a good day, guys. Bye.